Okay, welcome. SAT question of the week. Pick this question because it involves a few understandings that the SAT is trying to test you on. One being laws or rules of exponents, which is definitely something that is imperative to answer this question, and then factoring, because if you see here at the end, they're telling you that or asking you for a difference of two values. So you see that there's, oh, okay, maybe I am solving for two variables here. So let's look at this first piece here where it has two variables raised to a power. Let's look at just that understanding of that rule there, where if you have x to the third over x squared, let's just look at something a little simpler. What does that mean? Well, basically that means you're subtracting your exponents and you end up with x to a power 1. And it makes sense because if you had 2 to the third over 2 squared, that's 8 over 4, which is 2, or 2 to the first, which would be, 2, 3 minus 2 is 2 to the power 1. So let's take a look at that here and say, okay, same rule, x to the a squared minus the other exponent, b squared, is equal to 16. And right away I see this as, okay, let's involve some first half of the year algebra 2 here. Let's involve some factoring. And what jumps out to me here is the difference of two squares. Or one of the most common difference of two squares is your x squared minus 4. Here you have a square along with another square or perfect square, and there's a difference. So we look at this x minus 2, x plus 2, okay? Which gives us x squared minus 2x plus 2x minus 4. And this difference is, and canceling out these two terms here, basically ends you up with that x squared minus 4. Same thing's going to happen here. So I can look at this like a minus b times a plus b as the same thing as a squared minus b squared. These are two squares, there's a difference. And if I were to FOIL this, I would in fact just end up with the a squared minus b squared. And this we could say is equal to 16. One reason why we could do that is because we see here that they gave us basically a similar base. Just like we had here, 3 minus 2 is equal to 1. And we're looking at something with the same base here. Now they told me a plus b is equal to 2. So, okay, a minus b. They told me a plus b, this right here, I could substitute, this is some substitution here, is 2. That makes sense to me. Is equal to 16. Now, a lot of times what happens, students feel like they need to solve for one of these variables, but you could just solve for this whole piece here and basically divide both sides by 2 and get that a minus b is equal to 8. And that's what they asked for here. And you're able to get basically a minus b by itself and find this value of 8. Couple key things here though, maybe you want to make an index card, but that difference of two squares, that's a big thing. And then index cards, I would make a couple index cards on rules or laws of exponents. I don't think anybody has gone through an SAT without having to have some understanding of exponents and its rules and laws, and as well as what a difference of two squares is, and how to factor and how to FOIL. Some Algebra 1 solving for a specific value here, but pretty solid question. I would say probably one of your medium questions on the SAT. Great index card question here going forward. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed.